At the current rate of progress, it would take generations to close the gender pay gap entirely. This stark reality highlights the deep-seated nature of this global challenge. Despite decades of progress in women's rights and labor force participation, women continue to earn less than men for equal work. This persistent inequality demands our attention and collective action. The gender pay gap is often misunderstood. It's not just about women being paid less for the same job title. It's a complex issue rooted in systemic biases and societal norms. To fully grasp the scope of the problem, it's crucial to distinguish between the unadjusted and controlled gender pay gaps. The unadjusted gap simply compares the average earnings of all women to the average earnings of all men. This figure, while alarming, doesn't account for factors like education, experience, or occupation. The controlled gender pay gap, on the other hand, considers these variables. It provides a clearer picture of pay disparities that exist even when women and men have similar qualifications and job roles. The gender pay gap is a global phenomenon impacting women in every corner of the world. From developed nations to emerging economies, women consistently face barriers to equal pay. While the magnitude of the gap varies across regions, its persistence underscores the need for comprehensive solutions. Doughnut Economics, a novel economic model that prioritizes social and planetary well-being, sheds light on the interconnectedness of gender equality and sustainable development. This framework emphasizes the importance of income equity and recognizes that empowering women economically benefits not only individuals, but also families, communities, and entire nations. Gender equality is not just a matter of fairness. It's a fundamental human right and a cornerstone of a just and prosperous society. When women are economically empowered, they reinvest a significant portion of their income back into their families and communities, fostering economic growth and social progress. To effectively address the gender pay gap, we must understand the underlying causes. Occupational segregation, the motherhood penalty, and unequal work hours are among the key drivers perpetuating this inequality. Occupational segregation confines women to certain industries and job roles, often those with lower pay and limited growth opportunities. This segregation is deeply entrenched in societal norms and stereotypes that limit women's career aspirations from a young age. The motherhood penalty refers to the disadvantages women face in the workplace after having children. Mothers often experience career interruptions, reduced work hours, and biases from employers who perceive them as less committed to their jobs. These factors contribute to a widening pay gap between mothers and non-mothers, as well as between mothers and fathers. Unequal work hours also contribute to the gender pay gap. Women often bear a disproportionate share of unpaid care work, such as childcare and household chores. This unpaid labor limits their ability to participate in paid work on an equal footing with men, impacting their earnings and career progression. The gender pay gap manifests differently across regions, reflecting cultural norms, economic structures, and policy landscapes. The gender pay gap manifests differently across regions, reflecting cultural norms, economic structures, and policy landscapes. In some regions, the gap is wider in certain industries, while in others, it persists across all sectors. For example, in East Asia and the Pacific, women earn, on average, 78 cents for every dollar earned by men. In Latin America and the Caribbean, the gap is even wider, with women earning approximately 59 cents for every dollar earned by men. These regional disparities highlight the need for tailored solutions that address the specific challenges faced by women in different parts of the world. Closing the gender pay gap is not just a matter of social justice, it's an economic imperative. Studies have consistently shown that achieving gender equality in the workplace could add trillions of dollars to the global economy. When women have equal opportunities to participate in the workforce and earn their full potential, it unlocks a wave of economic growth and prosperity for all. A call to action. Addressing the gender pay gap requires a multifaceted approach that tackles both systemic and cultural barriers. Addressing the gender pay gap requires a multifaceted approach that tackles both systemic and cultural barriers. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in creating a more equitable future. Successful policy approaches from various countries provide valuable insights for bridging the gap. These include pay transparency laws requiring companies to disclose salary data helps identify and address pay disparities. Affordable childcare, expanding access to quality. Affordable childcare enables women to participate more fully in the workforce. Paid family leave, providing paid leave for both mothers and fathers, promotes gender equality in caregiving responsibilities. The fight for equal pay is far from over. It's a journey that demands our unwavering commitment and collective action. I urge you to explore the gender pay gap statistics in your country, engage in conversations about this critical issue, advocate for policies and practices that promote gender equality in the workplace. Together, we can create a world where women and men have equal opportunities to thrive and reach their full potential.